a lot of these young people that you have sitting in front of you are dealing with violence in another way, gun violence in the streets. We're located on 140th Street, 8th Avenue, one of the most violent areas in Harlem. What do you say to some of these young people to try to help them along and guide them to stay away from violence, and still come out and enjoy themselves and come to the center? And also piggyback on some of the police departments, it's a two-part question. There's a lot of rookie cops in this area. They put the rookie cops in our area. What should they do to protect themselves from being profiled or picked on by the police department?
First of all, you guys have to realize that you're accountable for your own actions. You are accountable for your own actions. So it's very important to know your friends and know who you hang around with. Because just because someone tells you you're going to do something negative, you know right from wrong. There's no excuse for not knowing right from wrong at your guys' age. So there's no more. There was a time when you was 13 and you got in trouble and you went to the precinct, they called your parents and you went home. No more. No more of that. You go right to jail. No exceptions. And as young minority men, you don't get strikes anymore. There's no first time in trouble, second time. There's one strike. And that's something you guys really, really have to be adamant and learn. You are held at a higher standards than anyone else. It's very important that you guys understand that.
And you know what, just to piggyback off that, because we don't want to make it seem like it's easy. We know it's peer pressure. We know sometimes you can be in a situation where sometimes things happen. But the most important thing is not to try to put yourself in that situation. And like Jermaine said, you're accountable for your actions. So if you are doing something wrong, and you get caught, there's consequences. You got to know there's consequences. If you don't want to face those consequences, don't do what you're not supposed to do.
And I think that's why I always, the importance of education. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know you hear that all the time. This is what kept me in straight on for education. I mean, I'll tell you what, I grew up in the same type of neighborhood, and I probably tended to have my main friends was probably the ones that was probably not doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I just grew up with them since real little. You know what I mean? But I always knew that I wanted to play ball number one, and that means if I messed up in school, it was going to take this away from me. So this kept me in that straight line to the point where after a while they realized that he's going a straight line. And once I got into high school, there was certain times they was actually telling me, maybe you should go home now. You know what I mean? And that's when you got to know when to go home. You know what I mean? You have all the freedoms to be out here hanging out and just to be on the street. You gotta like really discipline yourself to say, maybe I shouldn't be in this situation. Maybe it's time for me to go home and cope with that. If you don't have the environment or the system to reel you back in. Like you said, you got to be accountable for yourself because the decisions that you make now will affect you in your future, and it will continue to happen. I mean, so even to this day, certain decisions that I make to this day, it's either going to be good or bad for me in the future. So you always have to say to yourself, is this the best situation for me to move forward? Sometimes it's not the most popular choice. Sometimes it means leaving your friends behind, and it's not the right thing to do right now. So you got to think about what are your goals. If you don't have goals, you should definitely focus on goals. That's why I learned from that. There's a lot of things that I got from this that kind of helped me kind of be my own man, because at a certain point, you're your own man and making some decisions.
As you see, our story, we had to overcome a lot of obstacles, which some of you guys will have to overcome in your life. That's why I think our story is very good. guys can relate to it, because, you know, sometimes things are not gonna go perfect. You know, but what are you gonna do when things don't go the way you want them to go? Right, and I know, you know, I see some of you guys, you know, come to our program on Saturday, and you see, I'm no nonsense, and I'm crazy about it, because this is life right here. You know, this is a tool that you can use if you take it seriously. That's why I'm serious about it. So, you know, I just hope that, you know, walk away with, you know, feeling that, you know, if an obstacle does come in your way, you know how to maneuver, know how to finesse your way around that obstacle and still accomplish your goals.